Good afternoon. We're live for another edition of Harness News Live. I'm Trey Colbeck, back after having to take some time off. Wasn't feeling too well. I'm a lot better now. We're temporary in a new studio for the day, as the beautiful Harness News Live studio is having a little maintenance done, but that's fine. We got a lot to talk about. It's the June 14th edition. We had there was the North America Cup finals draw happened over the week. An elimination review. We'll talk about that. Artie wins the Battle of Lake Erie. Oslo Grand Prix review. We have a world record at Northfield, Sire Stake roundup, and the preview of the rest of the card on Mohawk on Saturday. And of course, a quick look at all the correspondent focus going on at Harness Link. So, yeah, first up, the field is set for the 40th Pepsi North America Cup. There had to be 4 eliminations, 33 horses entered. Top 2 were guaranteed a spot in, and a couple, I believe, 2 third places got drawn in as well. Here is the field of 10. Starting from the inside, we have Moment is here. Bob McIntosh, Train, Daniel Doobie with the drive. The 2, It's My Show, Linda Toscano with Scott Zeron. 3 is Christchurch, Nancy Tatker and Todd McCarthy. We have the 4, Fulton, again, another Linda Toscano with Dexter Dunn. 5 is Confederate, Brett Peeling. Tim Tetrick gets the drive. 6, Vukafalis, Michael Russo, Jordan Stratton in the bike. 7 is Lion Surfing. James King Train, Andrew McCarthy will drive. The 8, Redwood Hanover, Anthony Beaton, James McDonald with the stirrups. We got Save America, Nancy Tacker, Yannick Gingras in the bike, and 10, Ammo, Joe Holloway. David Miller drives, and in the wings with his sweats on, ready to come in if coach taps him on the shoulder. Hungry Angel Boy is the also eligible. So here, take a look here. We're going to talk a quick recap here of everything that went down in the eliminations. We had Christ the Church led in the stretch to hold off Vukafalis. Vukafalis made a stumble in the opening turn. Was able to catch up, though. So we had Christ the Church winning the first elimination, Vukafalis second. Moment is here, finished third, and was able to draw into the final. Second elimination, we had Fulton won the second elimination convincingly. He cruised down the lane to a victory. Sorry, my notes got lost on me here. I apologize for that. He cruised down the lane, mild encouragement from Dexter Dunn, and won in 1:48.2. Almo rushed home for second, beating Redwood Hanover. Redwood Hanover will also draw. I think we have the clip for the second elimination.
Still the one to catch, though, is Fulton. Fulton up front by 2.5 lengths. Ammo down the center. Redwood Hanover closing late on the far outside is El Rey. In deep stretch, Fulton is still there. And Fulton will get it done. No stopping Dunn as Fulton.
That's, again, the second elimination. Fulton. In the third, It's My Show was the fastest winner of the night. He was also clear in the deep stretch and got home to score in 1:48 flat over a large group of chasing rivals. Save America got up with a late surge, snatching the final spot from Stockade Sealster. Here is, again, a quick look at the third elimination.
Caught a break is the one following him gap cover. He's out in 3 wide land and rolling. 3/4 in 1:21.3. And into the stretch, It's My Show. Down the center into second is 7 Colors. Stockade Sealsters at the rails. Save America scrambling up late on the far outside. It's My Show. A dominating score in his Pepsi North America Cup elimination.
Big win there by It's My Show. Confederate was a convincing winner in the final elimination, finding another gear late to seal the victory in 1:48.4. Long shot Lion Surfing took second, while Hungry Angel Boy finished third. And like I said, he's ready to get the tap on the shoulder in the also eligible spot. Here is the clip of the final elimination.
Three quarters in 122 and 1, turning for home, and it's Confederate on that lead. Leads a length. Pressure on the outside came from Lions Surfing. Off the pocket trip, Storm Along came up flat. Off cover now comes Ants Marching. They're in deep stretch, and it's still Confederate on top by 2.5, and now 3. Confederate pours it on late, and it's Confederate who just cruises to win this final Pepsi North America Cup elimination by 2.5 lengths. Second best down the center.
And there again is Confederate winning the final one. And now this all sets up for the $1 million Pepsi North America Cup, which is race 11 on Saturday's card at Woodbine Mohawk Park. There's also a $75,000 consolation listed as race 6. Bunch of other stake races too in that, which I'll talk about a bit later. But you know what? If you want to make sure you get all the news, make sure you keep linked into me, Ace, and Garnett Barnsdale. The harness linked Canadian team will all be live there on Saturday. A little bit of recap action now. A very historic victory in the Battle of Lake Erie. Behind Lochnavar Art, Lauren Triton became the first woman driver to enter and the first woman driver to win the $200,000 race. Lochnavar Art dismissed at 18-1. Kicked off second over cover at the top of the stretch and soared past the rivals to win in 150 flat at Northfield Park on Saturday. Interesting fact, I think on HPI they have little percentages. I think Lochnavar Arts was actually at 0% chance of winning this race. Charlie May finished second, with Leonidas A was third. Here's a clip of that Lochnavar Art winning the battle.
Quarters, and here comes Lochnavar Art and Lauren Triton charging after Leonidas. This is the plan, needs somewhere to go. The 2021 Milstein Memorial, Charlie May has a chance. He's just 2 lengths behind. Top of the stretch, Leonidas, Lochnavar Art, and Charlie May. This is the plan, dives down low. Lochnavar Art or Charlie May. Lochnavar Art, history! Lauren Triton, the first female to win the 37th Battle of Lake Erie. Charlie May was...
Again, what a race, what a finish, what a call. After the race, Triton said, this is one for the girls and for all the haters who tell you can't do it, and also called Lochnavar Art sensational. The Tritons have a good ride with Artie since they brought him to the U.S. He was one of the best horses in Australia before shipping in the start of the year. The stallion was a contender in the Borgata Series and won his first 5 races in a row in the country. He is now 6 for 12 with $262,000 in earnings this year alone. Jumping overseas, we had the Oslo Grand Prix. Hades the Vandal won the Oslo Grand Prix, one of the classic races in Scandinavia, on Sunday at Bjørka Raceway. The 5-1 shot moved 3 wide, turning from home and soared by opponents to win the race, which is worth 1 million Norwegian krona. The kilometer rate was 1 minute 10 seconds, 0.7. He beat defending champion Stole the Show, who was interfered with early in the race. Robin Boker drove Hades the Vandal to victory for trainer Paul Hugert. The horse is now 2 for 9 this year. Wow. Some more history being made. It looks like Jet Hill broke the world record for 3-year-old trotting geldings on a half-mile track on Saturday at Northfield in the Ohio Sire Stakes. The gelding lowered the standard by nearly a second, dropping it from 153-1 to now 152-2. Ronnie Wren drove him to victory for trainer Edward Miller and owner Serenity Racing Stables. Pardon me, Jet Hill, who finished second in last year's Ohio Sire Stakes Championship, is perfect 4 starts on the year. Sticking with the Ohio Sires, was the first of 2 Ohio Sire Stakes on the card, which brings us to our series stakes roundup section. Jogging Full Trot won the other $55,000 division of the Ohio Sire Stakes at Northfield on Saturday. Defending Pennsylvania Sire Stakes champion Once in a Lifetime captured the first of the 2 3-year-old trotting colt divisions at Pocono. He won in 153 and won a new lifetime mark. Cowson Road, winner of the Battle of Bunker earlier this year, took the second division in 152-3. In other Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action, Odds On Hail Mary tied the track record at the Meadows while winning the first division for the 3-year-old pacing fillies. She was 4.5 lengths the best and scored 149 flat, tying the record set twice previously by C is for Cookies. Held off Daffled Hanover in the stretch to take the second division. Oh, sorry, I misread that. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. She was 4 lengths ahead and beat the best and scored in 149, tying the record set previously. Different race now. C is for Cookies held off Daffled Hanover in the stretch to take the second division. In all, the legs was worth 146,000 and some change. Apologize for that. There were 3 divisions for sophomore pacing fillies of the New York Sired Stakes at Saratoga on Saturdays. The winners were Earthwind Fire, driven by Jack Peeling in 153 and 3. Southwind Bella also won again by Peeling in 154 2, and Turn Off the Charm, driven by Marcus Miller, won in 156 and 2. And finally, the Ontario Sire Stake Gold races for 3-year-old trotting fillies, initially scheduled for last Thursday, went forward last night. Baroness Hill impressed in the first 101,300 division for driver Doug McNair and trainer Chantel Mitchell in 154 and 2. HP Extra Ice, favored at 3-5, won the second split in 153 and 2 with James McDonald in the bike for trainer Ben Bayanajon. Oh, real quickly here, let's run down the stacked undercard for the North America Cup night. Stakes action will start in race 5 with the Ambro Flight Final, worth 210,000. The field includes 2022 Dan Patch Trotter of the Year, Bella Bellini, and Ontario star Adair Castle, and Breeders' Crown runner-up Raised by Lindy, coming off best effort. So the field of 10 in this one, in front from the inside, is 1 Refined, 2 Disclosure, 3 Raised by Lindy, 4 Warwa Xenia, 5 Bella Bellini, 6 Adair Castle, 7 Call Me Danny, 8 HP Mama, 9 Swan's Eye, and 10 Mischievous Rose. The next major stake will be the final for the Good Times, listed as race 7. Purse for 250,000 in the event for 3-year-old trotting colts and geldings. Breeders' Crown champion Gaines Hanover headlines the field, and here's the field of 10 for that one, starting from the inside. Southwind Coors gets the rail. The 2 again is Gaines Hanover. 3 is Digimon. 4 Warwi Yang. 5 Hasty Bid. 6 Tuscan Prince. 7 What an Angel. 8 Ghostly Casper. 9 Challenger, and 10 Dalquist Hanover. The next feature is the $100,000 Mohawk Gold Cup with some top pacers. Again, field of 10. Starting from the inside is Billy Clyde. 2 is Which Way to the Beach. 3 Nautical Hanover. 4 Line Drive Hanover. 5 A Buck a Bet Hanover. The 6 will be Tattoo Artist. 7 Wheels on Fire. 8 Captain Kirk. 9 Allywag Hanover. And 10 Poseidon Sealster. And then we will have the 305,000 Roses Are Red finals for fillies and mares, 3 years old and older. Here's the field. From the inside, we got the 1 I'm Off and Gone with Travis Collin in the bike. The 2 is Treacherous Dragon, Dexter Dunn. 4 Amazing Dream, Yannick Greengrass. 4 Grace Hill with Doug McNair. 5 is So Much More with James McDonald. 6 Silver Label with Todd McCarthy. 7 is Doug's Babe. 8 is Gia's Surreal with Bob McClure. 9 the Barn Dog is watching, and 10 Kobe's Gigi. That's the field of 10. And the final race before the North America Cup is the 420,000 Fan Hanover for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Local star Sylvia Hanover highlights the field, and starting from the inside, we have Lions Better Day. 2 is You Can Do It Blue Chip. The 3 is Twin B Joe Fresh. 4 is Zanata. 5 is Sylvia Hanover. 6 is Charleston. 7 One Last Wish. 8 Beach Cowgirl. 9 Cultured. And 10 Vivian's Dream. All this and more goes down on Saturday, which I'll talk about in great extent on Saturday. We'll have to figure out the time. We'll talk about it again a little bit later when we wrap up the show. We'll talk about the time. Make sure you stay locked in. We'll tell you the time because we'll be live somewhere in Toronto, somewhere around Mohawk, to talk about all the great action going down at Woodbine Mohawk Park, and of course, including the Pepsi North America Cup. Before we wrap up, like always, we like to give a shout out to all the great work of all the correspondents at Harness Link and our correspondent focus. Kim Rinker covered the historic Battle of Lake Erie. She also looked into the Sire Freaky Feet Pete. Garnett Barnsdale featured new Northfield announcer Ken Livengood. Nick Barnsdale wrote about the import of Dutch horses to Ontario. Terry Gaines wrote on Aussie driver receiving a national honor. Myself, big UFC fan, I talked about Charles Oliveira, former UFC lightweight champion, and his continuing racing career and what he's got going on. And Bruce Stewart reported on the Kiwi star Smokin' Bandar arriving in Australia. Again, thank you for everyone who joined us. If you joined us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, check us all out. Like I said, we'll be back on Saturday. Not too sure of the time. Make sure you check us out on my social media, Harness Link social media, to talk about that. And again, we'll be back next Wednesday, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. On behalf of Ace Behind the Scenes and everyone at Harness Link, I'm Trey Colbeck. See you again next time. Bye-bye.